Well, Darrel, this hour has blasted past us, and it's always wonderful to have you in studio with us. And
on your show, or women, or
oh, come on, knock it off, stop it.
Ron Paul, Jesse Ventura, Charlie Sheen. I mean, come on.
By the way, because people just joined us, Charlie couldn't come on today. He called me this morning. I just got another email from him. He was super sick. He apologized to the winner of 20 Minutes with the President. He just said, just got up. This is the newest one, just came in 10 minutes ago. And it says, so sorry. He said, I've been feeling really bad the last few days, particularly this morning. Sunday is a lot better than Monday. I'll call you after show. So Sunday, he's probably on. He's always been on when he said he'd be on. I mean, I talked to him this morning. He was just, I got a message at 5 a.m. his time. He was just like, dude, I can barely get out of bed. I don't know if I can do it. And so,
hey, Alex, can I do something? I know we only.
That was like you couldn't have your contest when your wife's appendix burst.
That's it. Hey, things happen, but God works all things together for the good. I know that. I've come to see it. But hey, we got 5 minutes left. I know you promised you'd take some calls, but man, before we go, I want to ask you a favor, just on air, because
we'll just go. Hey, we'll do 5 minutes of overdrive so we can take these calls. The problem is they're with Genesis, though.
Okay, take the calls, and then if you'll stick around for 5 minutes after, I'm going to pray for Alex live on air.
Okay, and we'll do that in the overdrive. We'll do that in the overdrive, Infowars.com on the audio streams. You got to go to those streams to hear it, or prisonplanet.tv. Brad in Canada, you're on the air. Go ahead, Brad.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. First of all, Alex, Fall of the Republics is a masterpiece, buddy, just a masterpiece. And Darrel, I got to salute you, buddy. That was unbelievable. I got shivers up my spine listening to that.
Well, praise God.
I did too, because it was so real.
Yeah, well, thank God, really. It's his money. I just get the privilege of spending it.
Absolutely. Well, there's not a heck of a lot of talk up here in Canada about the fraud, those emails. So I started really hammering the talk radio stations today, and I don't know what's going on down there, but I just find more and more people they amaze me. I mean, there's a saying that people sometimes stumble across the truth but pick themselves up as if nothing ever happened. It seems like
more than that, they love the lie. They giggle themselves about being deceived and hurt. If they revel in it, I don't know why. It's a spirit.
Well, Tammy and I were talking about that on the drive down, that in 2 Thessalonians, and I don't care if you're Christian or not, go read it for yourself. It's a perfect description of what we're seeing, that God pours out a great cup of delusion that people may believe the lie. And that's what we see. People are just delusional. When you give them the cold, hard facts, the truth.
The world government is being announced by the world government.
I mean, we got Gordon Brown in front of Congress a few months ago talking about a world government, and now is the best time ever to implement this world government. People are ready for it. And then you mention it to people, they don't even want to hear about it. They don't even want to know. They're blissfully ignorant.
Well, that's a great point. So, like, when you call Canadian radio, they just say it doesn't exist, or what's happening?
Well, one of the hosts down here in the Toronto station, he's pretty good, and he's been a skeptic of the whole thing. As a matter of fact, he had David Suzuki on his station, and when Suzuki was asked what he thought about the fact that the science wasn't complete, Suzuki got up and left the studio. So, I mean, it just shows what an ass.
Yeah, they boycott any questioning. Suzuki calls us maggots that have to be dealt with. Human life is maggots. No, he's a maggot.
Well, you know what? If people would just look at their actions instead of listening to their words, their actions would speak so loudly, people wouldn't hear what they say. Because it's just like being a kid when you don't get your way. I'm going to go home. I'm going to take my toys. I don't want to play with you anymore because you don't want to play by my rules. And that's what they do.
Well, Brad, we're out of time, and I apologize to Keith, Anthony, John. You know what? If just these callers want to call 888-201-2244, 888-201-2244, we'll do 10 minutes of overdrive. But I got to get home and take care of my wife because she's sick, and I wanted to hang out, Darrel. Hopefully she's going to get better soon. I'm going to bring her some colloidal silver home. Like, I've been drinking this right here the last 2 days. Knocked it out for me. No kidding, it really has. I was like sipping this earlier. In fact, I'm going to have some right now. Retransmission starts now. Great job, crew. We have unbelievable guests coming up, so stay with us on that as well. Going into overdrive right now, Infowars.com.